at the Telegraph now, and a trans politician says you'll get blood on your hands if you don't transition children. And in fact, now he's not. He's been banned from the US State House, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. And as Graham says, he's into Super Smash Brothers. He actually wrote an abandoned master's thesis on transhumanism, so he's been obsessed with transhumanism. Also has posted kind of sexualized manga and anime. Pretty strange stuff. I did a bit of research. And, yeah, like you say, it's opposites world, this idea they have blood in their hands. I mean, we've just seen an 18-year-old boy in Holland died trying to make a vagina out of his colon. He died. I mean, I know it's horrific. Sorry for people watching the 5M repeat, but this is what's happening.
And that was because he was put on hormones, puberty blockers, then his genitals didn't develop sufficiently to create the new vagina from
enough
from
material.
The
so yeah,
material.
Exactly the same thing that happened to Susie Green's son, Susie Green was the boss of Mermaids, and it was exactly the same thing. They didn't have enough to work with because his genitalia were so stunted after the hormones, because he was put on them from the age of 4 years old.
Right, yeah. I mean, this seems like, I mean, for something that, I mean, obviously, you know, transgender people exist and all the rest of it, but, I mean, historically, it's been quite a small percentage of the population. And now, you know, for so many people to be identifying as non-binary or trans or whatever, and then being put on puberty blockers and put on this, you know, sort of railroaded onto...
All these things should be a final solution to this type of stuff. They should not be the first stop. You know, the idea that cutting off healthy body parts or taking irreversible drugs is the first thing you do. I really do think there should be jail sentences for people who've been
I think there will be. I think this will be one of the big medical scandals of our time, and we can see the rates of bulimia and anorexia have come down close to zero in teenage girls, and it's been replaced by transitioning.
Well, one of the things that, like, you see if you look at images that, because they post them on Instagram and stuff, but images of young girls who've just had double mastectomies, 9 times out of 10 you look at the images and you can see scars along their arms because they've been self-harming. And so this final bit of self-harm is just the one that's given, for some bizarre reason, a kind of pass by society as being somehow wonderful. It's disgusting and disgraceful.
I'm not even convinced that Telegraph should use the phrase transgender youth. They're saying Republican legislators have sought to ban healthcare for transgender youth. It's like, what does that mean? Usually it means a confused kid who then someone tells is transgender. In most cases, like you say, it can't be this many trans people. So I'm not even convinced about that phrase. And if you can't say this kind of thing is wrong, you've lost your mind.